It's your boy Carcino. Hit the like button coming through the door. Hit the like button, like it up. Light it up and strike it up. Boy, I've been out here staking them today, boy. Woo! Yo, boy, been hitting jackpot after jackpot. It's crazy out here in the world. Now, oh yeah, it's stripper time. Gonna help a stripper with her college tuition. No, but on a serious, rappers, man, they all facing major cutbacks. Major cutbacks are coming in 2023 and 2024. Oh yeah. Still want to be a rapper? Well, let's see if you want to be a rapper after all this. See, here's the new deal. For all artists that's in the game right now, here's the new plan that they finna run on you. Now, there's a whole new thing where you're gonna be responsible for everything. You used to could write stuff off to the company as an expense. Say you go out to dinner and it's a business dinner, you want to have the studio pick it up, or the studio, the label pick up as an expense. Just saying, hey, I'm taking this artist out. I want to try to get this artist as a feature on my record. So I'm taking the artist out to dinner. See, what y'all probably don't know, what rappers do and artists do and been getting away with, they've been billing the company. They'll go to a hotel to put an artist in a hotel and say, hey, let me fly this artist out. We're going to get studio time, which the company pays for. So everything, they don't just go to a hotel. They go to a hotel that has shopping areas in there. So anything that they get in the that's part of the hotel, all those stores. So whatever they get, that's billed to the record company. The record company pays for that as an expense. This is all on the bill. That's like if the artist ordered food and for room service, that's on the bill. So if they go down there and say, oh, I want to get stuff out of the golf store, I want to get all these golf clubs, these golf shoes, that's all on the bill. And it's all used to be written up to the company. See, I'm going to tell y'all how the scam used to work, and they used to do it all the time. They would put artists in certain hotels, and they had like a Gucci store downstairs, and go Gucci crazy. Get shirts, bags, whatever, for the artist, and the artist would have all that. That's like a down payment almost for the song. That's how the artists used to get over to get these the smaller artists used to get some of the bigger artists to get on the track. So the company used to swallow that hit. Now that's not happening no more. Now you got to pay for that out of your pocket. They finna come back and hit you with it. What they gonna do is give you an account and give you a card. That's right. The record labels are going back to the cards. See, back in the 90s, you used to have a corporate account card. So now they're going to go back to the old ways of giving some artists going to get corporate account cards, and you have a limit. If you go over that limit, guess what? You got to pay. So if you got to pay when you over the limit, that's on you. Anything over, and you're going to get charged a percent. You ain't getting the flat fee. The longer it takes for you to pay that off, you getting interest. That interest rate is going. And if you get to the point where saying, man, I ain't paying that, forget it. Don't worry. Your cut is going to be deducted from your checks that the record label got to pay you. That's how these artists be getting all this Louis and all this stuff. You be like, dog, how you get that Louis and all that so fast? That's how. That's how they get their Louis. That's how they get their Gucci. Because they stay in hotels where the stores are and they order it and they try to put it on the account. But now, coming up, they're cutting that off. You're no longer going to be able to do that anymore because people done messed up a good thing. So now, that's gone. And you're going to be paid for and have to be charged. If you're an artist, you're going to have to pay out of pocket for everything. Still want to be a rapper? See, what happens is, if you spend money at these stores and all this stuff, you're creating ways to lose money. See, now, a lot of people don't have to buy studio time. You can record a whole album in your house and have a damn near studio quality. You can mixing and mastering, that's somebody else's job. That's all you have to do. So you don't even have to waste all this money on studios. So it's a lot of studios going to waste and they're not making a lot of money. A lot of studios closed because they couldn't afford the expenses. It's expensive and they don't have a lot of people coming there to record tracks. Now, when you have a multi-platinum artist and stuff like that, yes, they're not gonna cheese it out. But there's some SoundCloud rappers out there with songs and stuff damn near seen in the game. See, Kyrie, why do you want to be a rapper? Did you ever ask yourself that? Why do you want to be a rapper? What is the purpose of being a rapper? Don't be a rapper, be an artist. You can make music, but make business. See, the more you don't fall into the pitfalls, the better chance you have of surviving and having a real career at this. See, that's what they don't teach you. They're not in there to teach you how to keep your money. They're teaching you how to screw yourself out of it. The artist is the last person to get paid. Everybody else make more money than the artist. The producer's making more money. The person who mixed and mastered, they're getting paid. All of these guys are getting money galore. They're getting a bigger cut. Why do you think NWA really broke up? Because Eazy-E was getting all the damn money. And they thought like, hey man, I wrote this song. I'm doing this and that. How is Eazy getting the money? Because it's his album. He wrote the mother ucker. He don't care. He produced it. He put the money up. Whoever puts the money up is in control. Money talks. They didn't like that position. They like, man, but we wrote the records, these all songs, man, I wrote these raps, man. He barely, I ain't getting all the money. He ain't even, how he eating off the NWA? That should be our album. No, this ain't the homeboy business. This is the record business. Eazy-E put up the money for both albums. So, of course, he's gonna get the lion's share. Man, this some bull, man. That's how they was, and they split up, right? And everybody, every single last one of them have done worse than Eazy-E. Picture that. Every single one of them has done worse. Oh shit, I'm about a strip club. I might as well pop my head in. But every single one of them has done worse than Eazy-E. Dr. Dre. Ice Cube? How many people Ice Cube didn't shaft? How many people Ice Cube didn't shaft? Right? How many people Dr. Dre done screwed over? Hit the like button, good people. This is the stuff they don't want you to hear. This is the stuff you need to be hearing, but they don't want you to hear. So they keep blocking it from you. But this that real talk. They didn't know how to go about getting the money back. You see, instead of telling these rappers, man, why don't y'all take that money and invest in some property? You know, buy some real estate. Why do you think Ice-T he shot? He was the only rapper at one time with a mansion. They couldn't believe it because he bought real estate. And man, they was like, man, this dude ain't renting this place. No. All these guys was leasing these things to look rich without setting themselves up to be rich. Multi-platinum artists, still to this day, faking the funk. Because they rather look like they got money and live from song to song than actually going out there and saying, this is what I need to be putting out to the general public. Now it is harder to sell records because you're not getting physical copies that don't really exist anymore. So that type of publishing and mastering that you would have gotten a lot of money from, that game is over. So now it's all about digital sales. And that's easy to get pirated. Somebody can have a mix and mastered damn bootleg that sound better than the damn album. You was like, man, this thing sounds great. You ever see that? Somebody say something like that, they be like, man, this sounds great. This album is fire. They be talking about how great the album is. The album is fire. Everybody doing this, everybody doing that. Man, this album is on point. And it's already bootleg, so you ain't getting no money off of it. And your people ain't got to go on the streets and sell it. And people trying to sell you a physical copy on the streets, that's over. People downloading it, passing it on, boop, 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 the second it comes out. Sometimes they have it before it even dropped. And now you try to put out a finished project, an album, nobody can really get into the concept of it because it's so many songs. You got to put about 40 songs out there just to keep the stream rate up so that you can get traction off all of these trending hits. So the more songs you have out, the better it's going to be for you. The shorter, the less money you're going to have. You see? It's all screwed up. That's why Drake's Scorpion made him so much. He basically bought everybody out, but said, this is the way to do it. That's why it was like a double CD. But it's not about the album being on point. The album was sold already before it even came out because people wanted to hear what Drake was going to say in response to Pusha T. That was the promotion. So now that was already going to sell, so you could put out a physical copy. This is Drake. He's been at the top of the food chain for over 10 years. Now, other artists, they had their moments, they come and they go, and they can make a hot album and nobody even checks it out. Hit the like button, y'all. Support the page, the channel. Super chat work. Everything work. The Patreon gonna be fire. I'm gonna air your homeboy out. Agent Zero, my air his ass out on the Patreon. Don't worry, your boy gonna do his thing. I let y'all know what was going on. Now I'm just finna air his ass out because he's definitely lost his brains. But yeah, so everybody was out there losing their minds over the fact that this person was actually responsible, you know, for their own thing. The VIP ain't letting you. If you VIP, you should be logged in. That's something on your end. Now, here's another thing that they're going to be cutting back on. Artists are going to be paid, and everybody's getting a 360 deal. That's it. Your record contract now is a 360 deal. Unless you're ready to do a distribution deal, which means you better come in the game with money. Okay? I would come in the game with money and say, look, I'm going to pay you to distribute my records, to promote my records. I'm ready to do a distribution deal. You can distribute my records because we don't own distribution. We're fighting for our publishing rights, our recording right. Like, it's still, this is 2023 and we're begging for things that we had in the 70s. It was more artists in the 70s that had to fight, claw, and scratch just to get their records. Forget the 70s. Let's go back to the 50s and 60s. It was even harder to own your masters, but we knew how important it was because we saw how they were ripping us off for it. So we already knew we need to own ours. See, that's what happened to Muddy Waters. That's what happened to all these artists that we've had in our prior past. Chuck Berry owned a lot of his records, owned all his vintage cars. Everybody said he was cheap. No. He said, well, I'm going to give this man money who hates me. You know, just because he's playing my records and giving me money for my records, I'm making him money. But he don't like me. He hate me. So why I'm going to spend money in his hotels? Why I'm going to get a room in his hotel, pay money in his restaurant to eat his food? Nope, I'm going to fix my own foods and I'm going to sleep in my car. If he'd have just stayed away from white women, he'd have been straight. He had everything right. So now, after all the cutbacks that we just discussed earlier, that they're going to do, everybody's getting a 360 deal. That's what they're coming with. They're going to give you a big lump sum of money and say, okay, but now your performing shows, they get a piece of that. Oh, you got an autograph session that you're charging? Oh, they're going to get a piece of that too. Everything that you make money on, they're going to get a piece of. That ain't got nothing to do with them. That's what the 360 deal is for. Some artists right now are being sued for that. They did a deal, advertisement deal, promotional deal, and they pocketed the money, and they asked for cash, and the company put it in cash because they was trying to be slick, and the record company found out about it, and that person is signed to a 360 deal. And now they finna sue that person, and he gonna pay way more than what he did off there because there's a penalty for that. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. These rappers don't get it. They think like they hustle in the hood and everybody just gonna have to eat it. This ain't those days. They don't need you, bruh. They got a 50,000 other yous lined up, especially if you're not bringing in any money. Don't ever think you're not replaceable now in this new rap game, because the new rap game is destroyed. Okay? Eminem ain't selling records. Sorry, he's not. He's not selling records like that. Not here in the United States. Eminem's not selling records like that. Eminem sells records overseas. And doing a song with Eminem, they say, oh, it don't help your career. Oh, yes, it does. Overseas. Your songs will stream overseas if you perform with Eminem. Everybody who got a record, look, and who did a song with Eminem, go check what their record did overseas. You'll say, man, this album only sold 250,000 here in the States, but overseas, they're buying it. A song that they ain't even on with Eminem because they had a song with Eminem. Now they're going to buy it overseas. D12 sells records overseas. Y'all don't know about it, but they do. In Switzerland and the Netherlands, all of these places, they're selling records. So when you see the numbers come back, you're like, this don't make no sense. Because they're internationally making money. So to say Eminem didn't do anything for them, they will be lying. That would be a lie. He did do something for the people that he was signed to, if they were on a record with them. Yes, Joyner Lucas, another one who did a record with Eminem. Now, when he put out his other album, it didn't sell here in the States like that, right? Because he did Lucky You with Eminem. Now, everything he put out after that, overseas, is selling. And how many people are talking about Joyner Lucas right now? Just that guy that just texted right there. No one's talking about him. So it didn't help his career here, but it damn sure helped him somewhere else. So all these rappers who was milking the system, because that's what they were doing. They were milking the system. They were going back saying, you know what? I'm about to milk this game. They start going to those hotels, getting all this free Louis, free Gucci, which they thought was free. The record company was covering that. They'll go downstairs and shop in the hotel store. They have a Gucci store down there, a Louis store. That's why they be like, oh, I want to stay at that hotel. So they can go down there and shop. All that's on the hotel bill. So the record company would cover that. And they would write it off. Jay-Z would do that for Beyonce. He wasn't buying Beyonce shit. Trust me. Jay was milking it. Def Jam covered a whole lot of stuff he written off. All the rappers in the entertainment business know that's how they were doing it. It was a dirty game. And they abused the system so much to now that's not even being done anymore. You can't do that. So you see these rappers with all this Gucci, they didn't go to the store to buy all that. Most of them rappers can't even afford all that Gucci. They go to the store, charge it to the room, charge it on their hotel bill, because it's all part of the hotel. If they got the hotel they stay in and got all those stores, it's all going to their room account. And that gets paid for by the company. Now that's being cut. You're gonna be charged for that now. Hit the like button. You saying why, Cino? Why this is happening? You know why this is happening? Because they're not making money. The record business is not making money. 2022 was a dismal year for hip hop as far as records being sold. Beyonce can't even sell records. Oh, I'm being honest. Oh, did they tell you how much Beyonce sold? Because it's a lie. Nobody's playing Beyonce. She got the one TikTok song, and that's it. Nobody's bumping Beyonce, dog. And I'm trying to tell you, this is a growing problem because all these so-called people, they spend all this money trying to boost and saying this the new person, this the new so-and-so, this is the guy, this is the one we believe in, we backing him. It blows up in their face because they putting their faith in something that isn't real. Everybody's listening to old school hip hop. De La Soul had more streams than all the new artists who put out records. They're not even pushing some of the artist stuff out on streaming right now. Because the game is oversaturated with the same type of music. Remember when Griselda had that buzz 2 years ago? Now it has fizzled because everybody tried to sound like Griselda and they started doing songs with all these other people that ain't really with them. So now you co-signing what they're doing. And now everybody's got some Griselda. So now everybody's in Griselda. You know, so now the music is saturated. So when you come out, you look ridiculous. Because now everybody else, they're exhausted from Griselda. You got to be missed for a while. So you got to start taking the seat back. Now when Benny come back, then he can get back, everybody can get back on point. You got to be sitting down for you miss something for a while. No, dog, you got to understand. How many guys do they promote in hip hop? Drake get promoted. Jay-Z don't get promoted. As much as y'all think, Jay don't get promoted. Because Jay don't make no music. Jay will put out a song and get paid before the song even is, for his verses even done anything. He's in control of all of that. So he's going to promote it himself. Jay ain't finna do all that. They're promoting him. Meg Thee Stallion. That's 2. Who else? NBA Youngboy? Nope. They don't promote him. Try again. Youngboy sells in spite of them not promoting him. They promote 2 artists. Cardi B ain't put out a record yet because she don't need to. She's making money doing everything else. They don't even promote Kendrick. Kendrick got a concert on like Netflix or whatever, on Amazon Prime or something. They don't even promote that. Since he separated from TDE, he been a ghost. The album he put out was subpar. I've seen Lil Baby get some promotion, but they don't promote him like they should. And Dirt gets some pub, but it's not selling records. They're not really selling no units. Baby ain't really moved that many units. Remember Baby dropped his album? They talked about it for a week. Did anybody bump Lil Baby? Last album? No. Nothing stuck out, did it? I know Marcel. I know what's going on. Trust me. I know when the Bulls play. If you saw my live stream, you'd know. I already told you. I already told you. I already gave you the script. I told you they got to play the Lakers and Clippers back to back. They got to play 3 games in 4 nights. So they're going to be nice and tired tomorrow. This was their day off. So they're going to fly back to Chicago and got to play the Lakers again. They look flat against the Clippers. So here's the thing. You're not spending all this money promoting these artists. You know who they promote? Dead artists. I have seen Juice WRLD get better promotion than rappers who are alive. I've seen Juice WRLD is still in the top streaming artists. Pop Smoke is still a trending artist. But who's the guy that the record companies really back and throw money behind? Jack Harlow. If I look at Jack Harlow, I see a guy that's, riding a Harley Davidson. I thought that's probably why his name was Jack Harlow. They was like, he's a rapper. I'm like, oh, great, another Lil Dicky. But here's the situation. They gonna throw money behind him. He's the Jake Paul of rap. But here's the thing. They're gonna get the big money. What we call the premium money. The premium promotion. He's gonna get advertisement that wouldn't go to no other rapper, no matter how much they sell. Drake won't get the promotion Jack Harlow's gonna get. Jack Harlow will get that over Drake. All right, Jack Harlow is in the White Man Can't Jump reboot with Sean from Power. It looks terrible. Everything, they trying to make it like the 90s theme. That looks terrible. The dialogue was terrible. I'm like, oh God, they finna screw this all the way up. They run out of ideas. Everything is dying. Can't you see? Hit the like button, good people. Everything is dying. It's falling flat on its face and nobody's getting up. They down on the mat. They down on the couch. Hollywood is dying. Tom Cruise is trying to save it. He's the only one to make a movie to bring the people back to the theaters. Marvel's losing money because why? No one's going to the movies. Everybody got comfortable during the pandemic of sitting at home. So now they saying, wow, let's give you money, movies, and everything you want at home. Because now we don't want you getting up. We want you to work even from sitting down in your spot. Do you know why they want you to do all that? What are you not doing while you're doing that? You're not using cash. They want to eliminate cash. This is a cash flow issue. Right now, Kenya is getting ready. Is it Kenya? I believe it's Kenya is getting ready to get rid of the US dollar. Saying they're not going to take the US dollar no more. Somebody says Nigeria. Yeah, I'm dead serious, bruh. I'm dead serious. This is real. So I'm trying to tell you, it's real stuff happening around the world to be focused on a clown like Gil. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't really thinking about him. I'm going to light his ass up on the Patreon. So I ain't worried about that. Now, that's just a clown show. He's just trying to get some attention. We already know what he's about. Now, here's the thing. Digital currency. It's all about digital currency because you can't track cash. You can't track it. Cash is hard to track. They want people to stop using cash. They're closing the malls down. They want everybody to buy online. You don't need to touch the clothes to feel it. I like to go in there and grab the stuff and feel it with my hands. I want to put it on. I want to try it on. I want to make sure. I don't want to get sent to me and you got to go back out in the mail. I don't want to do all that. I'm old school. But some people are comfortable and grown accustomed to that. So all this jobs are being lost. This caused your economy to crash. People are not spending money. You have what happens when you're just sitting around, eating, ordering food, not going out? Now, you are at home 24 hours, your health gets bad. Now you got ulcers in your liver. You're not moving around anymore. You would have been active, moving here, moving there. Now you're just in the house all day. Too much of anything is bad for you. We know that, right? No matter how good it is. If you take too many vitamins, it's bad for you. It becomes poisonous if you take too many vitamins. Too much of everything is bad for you, no matter what it is. So if you get too much of something, it's bad for you. So all of this is a plan, right? To keep you at home, getting you big, getting you stuffed. And people are, they're mentally blocked in their head of, I just want to stay at home. So being in the house too much, that's why I'm always moving around. I don't have to leave my house, ever. I don't have to. I can put myself on house arrest. I will have money galore, but I don't even make any sense. I can just walk around, do what I want to do, whenever I want to do it. Just get up, go, and do stuff. But I have to work to get to that. I had to put the work in ahead of time so I could be able to do that and enjoy my life. Thank you for the super chat, brother. Appreciate y'all, Ralph. Right. Because you got all these people thinking they got all the answers. Ralph and July, Mr. Cunningham. Thank y'all for the super chat. Appreciate that. God bless you. All of this is vital, Dwayne. See, we give people real info here. We do real talk. They do blah, blah, blah. We do real talk. Give you real info. Things that you to look out for, all these pitfalls. So they telling you to invest in real estate. Well, they don't tell you that, but we try to tell you to get some real estate while you can and get property because they don't want you to have it. They want to buy it up. They want to buy it from under you. Even if you're not doing anything with it, keep it. It comes in handy. You could use that for a loan. You could take money out for that. You could put that up and get a loan. Be like, I need a loan for this. I could use that as collateral. You see, they say a car is a liability. Yeah. Until you actually pay it off and you own the car. And once you got the deed, now you can use that car for leverage for a loan. I own a lot of stocks, dude. A lot. There's so many. I own stocks and stuff that you probably, I don't even know the name of it. I would have to go look and pull it up on the computer. It's like hundreds, if not like 600-700. The stuff is broken up 2%, 3%. So it's money just working for you. But the thing is, digital real estate is cool, but you want physical real estate. But they're trying to get you not to move around, not to go out and do stuff, not to go out and spend cash, not to do all of this stuff. You go places now, they won't even take cash. You go to a basketball game, they won't take cash. For nothing. You can't pay for cash for anything in the game. And when go to the Bulls Stadium, you can have a pocket full of cash. They ain't taking it. They want you to take your money and put it on a card. They don't even care. Laundering money, they don't even count that anymore. They don't care less. Get a pay card. Put the money on a pay card, go to a currency exchange, put it on a pay card. You ain't got to do that now. You can just go to one of them little machines now and get it. Just put your money in and give you a card and say that's your money. You can't buy anything in the United Center with cash. Oh, no, it's hands-free. We don't touch money anymore. They're lowering the value of the US dollar. And they're lowering the currency. There's so many to name because all of them got caught up in it, and a lot of them are being sued. And then they're in a lawsuit. Like Tom Brady and his wife, for example, they're in the FTX situation because they got signed in because a lot of other people like them. A lot of them lost a lot of money into that tech situation because it's not regulated. See, the FTC needs to regulate crypto, and they have not. And because there's no federal regulation, on crypto stocks, these type of things can happen. People can create some type of new cryptocurrency, and the numbers will go up. They can automatically inflate these numbers illegally to make them go up, like Dogecoin or whatever. And then at the end, nobody's rich. You was rich on paper for a half a second. No, the FCC is different. No, this is the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission. The government has to come in and regulate it and put regulations into them and put sanctions and everything. So once people see, okay, this thing, just like stocks, it should be the same thing for crypto. But they haven't done that for crypto. And that's why these things keep happening and people can lose a lot of money because it's not regulated. But I got your joke. But yeah. But you should have just said, the FTC won't let me be or let me be me, so let me see. Did I see your super chat? I didn't, Bear. Shouts out to Bear. Oh, there it is. He said interest rates are high, 6 to 7% to buy a house, even with good credit. Oh yeah, the housing rate, because in the last 2 years, everything's gone up, because once gas goes up, everything else is going to follow. The housing market is going up. The banks are going down. So this is what I'm saying. You got to get into real estate now, because if you don't, you're going to miss out. Look, 6 to 7%, let's say 6 to 7%, let's say even at 4%. Let's say your house is $400,000, right? Let's say it's $400,000. At 6%, how much you think that is? For 30 years, 6% interest rate, and you go in the whole mortgage, getting a 30-year mortgage. How much of that is over? Y'all got the calculator. Y'all add that up. 6% on a $400,000 house. 6% interest rate for 30 years. In 30 years, how much would they have spent to pay that house off? From experience, G-Man. So if you go 30 years, anybody got a calculator to add it up? No, it's more than 24K, sir. $580 at a 6% interest rate on a $400,000 house. If you go the whole 30 years, 580. Somebody said 720. Jesus Christ. Either which way it is, I don't know if it's 720 or 580. Somebody's like, man. Somebody's saying it's 720. Somebody else saying it's 550. Any which way it is, the house is, somebody saying it's 720,000. Somebody says 580. So if it's 580 or 720, any which way you cut it, you've just bought another house. You just paid off another house for the bank. By the time you paid off that house, if you went the whole 30-year term, you bought another house for the bank. $720. Okay, there it is. $720. So that's $720. That's almost 2 houses. And you think this ain't the business to get in? That's a hustle. For each one house somebody buying, that's 2. Nah, I just need a new phone, dog. I'm getting a new phone, man. See, the phone's just dead. It's like destroyed. It'll lighten up when I get a new phone. But I just wanted to let you guys know what the situation, what the deal was, so y'all won't. I know that's without the inflation rates. That's not like the rates are gonna go down for you. The rates is only gonna go up. So anyway, man, I want to say thank y'all, man. Shouts out to Kwame Brown Bus Life, Kwame Brown Bus Life 2.0, Armando Black TV, Ticket TV. It's HD's birthday yesterday. If y'all go to Welcome to HD's channel, tell him happy birthday on his channel. Yesterday was his birthday, man. Show him some love. Seahawks, Jose Rodriguez. You know, I got to check you out. What's up, Michelle, right? Yeah, credit unions are, but you gotta be in the credit union, you know. Like if you work for UPS, they have a good credit union. It's a lot of people that have, you could check with your credit unions first. You know, a lot of people can get into Navy Federal. That's a good rate, a good place to get into. You get good saving rates, and especially if you're gonna get a CD or anything else, you can go through Navy Federal. I can get it because my family's military. You gotta have some type of military connection in order to get in. So exactly. So I'm gonna go chill, relax, drink a beer, get some titties put in my face, and y'all have a good night.